Hello, it's Happy Friday. How are you guys? Right, let's see. I do need to mention, I always forget, do like, share, subscribe, say hello, give me a chat, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. It helps to move the channel along. It helps other people on your pages to see these things. It does set off a chain reaction when you're giving hearts and things like that. And when you're giving comments, okay? It does help other people to see things. It helps move my pages along. Right, let's see what we've got going on going into the weekend. Before we get into the actual reading, I want to mention that we have got coming up on the, let me see, I think it's the 7th of May, we have a new moon coming up for you guys, okay? This is telling us, okay, that it's all about money and finance. So you've got to think about your finances and what you want to change within them. Funnily enough, actually, I did a reading for last Sunday about this. So you need to be looking at your finances. You need to be looking at where you want to go with them. You need to look at where you're putting your time and your effort when it comes into your finances over this new moon. Okay, it's strongly associated with money. Okay, so please, up until the 7th, think about where you're going financially, whether you like the job you're in, whether you're wanting to make changes, what you want to manifest when it comes to money. Okay, guys, so there's just a little bit of a heads up for you there. Right, let's get into today's message and see what we've got going on. This, let me just see. Sorry, because I weren't paying any attention to the cards as they came out, so I just need to tune back into them so we can work out what the energy is for today. Yeah, right, okay. This is about you or somebody else. This is a relationship read. This is about you or somebody else, okay? Really looking at sincerity, forgiveness, teamwork, how a relationship actually works, how the dynamics of a relationship actually works, being able to be understanding, allowing people to have free will, to be able to do what they want, to grow and change within a relationship, and for you or for them to understand that as you're going along. It's about understanding people's like love language, I guess, how much affection they need, whether they need touching, whether they need presents, whether they need things doing for them. There's a thing that you can do online about the love language, and so the pair of you, if you do it as a couple, you can both do your love languages and work out what it is you need out of a relationship, and then you would both know what you both need, and you can both work on that then. That's a really good idea to do, okay? I mean, if you're lucky, you get the same love language, which makes it a lot easier because you understand each other more. But if not, it does help you to understand each other if you do that test. Right, okay, so this is about as well, it's like that feeling of taking a step back and really looking at your foundations in your relationships. This could also be friendships and things like that. It's about how you give your affection, how you allow other people to work around your life, whether you try and strangle them, whether you need them with you all the time, whether you're allowing people to go off and do what they want to do. Look, here's the free will card. Someone said to me the other day, why have you stopped showing the cards? And I'm like, because sometimes it just flows. You just got to trust that the cards are here. It's about looking at teamwork and how things flow with you as a team. Are you a team player? Do you tend to be quite selfish? Do you tend to do things on your own? How easily do you forgive? How easily do you forgive your partner? How easily do you forgive family and friends? How easily do you forgive yourself? Because if you're holding a grudge over something, you can hold it within yourself, and then that rubs off to other people. How sincere do you come across? So sometimes, I've come across people in my life and I've thought, my God, I don't trust you, or I don't trust this and I don't trust that. And usually that is to do with other relationships that I've had. And they've had that same sort of energy. And, it doesn't always work that person is going to be like that. So this is about you learning, there it is, stability. But it's about you having that stability in yourself, all right? Because if you've got stability in yourself, if you trust yourself, if you understand yourself, look, this is where this understanding comes in of how you work and how you operate in a relationship. That's the only thing that's going to give you happiness and value, okay? The only person that can make you happy, and it used to drive me mad when people used to say this, like, the only person that can make you happy in life is you, and that is the truth. If you are happy in your day-to-day life, you will be happy in your relationships. If you are happy with yourself and your body and the way you come across, the way you treat people, you will be happy with the way other people treat you. One, because you'll have good boundaries and you won't let people treat you in a bad way, and two, because you only attract the people that are like you, okay? And you will only... okay, feel sad and misunderstood, and like other people, if they treat you badly, okay, if they treat you badly and they don't respect you and things like that, you won't take it personally because you value yourself. So if somebody, you know, says something or does something, you know, you only take it in a bad way, or you only take it personally. It's like when you're dating. So for an example, you go out there dating and you get rejected, or they ghost you. The only way that you take that badly is if you've got your own issues, because at the end of the day, not everybody on a dating site is for you. So you could talk to 20 billion people and only get on with one of them. So just because they've ghosted you, the only way you're going to feel bad about that is if you have no self-esteem and no self-respect for yourself, because, you know, they've just moved on. There's somebody else on there. They're better than you for them, but not. It doesn't mean that they're better than you, as in they're a better match. That's a better way of putting it. It's on the harsh, isn't it? But they are better than you because you don't match. You will be better for somebody else. So you've just got to take that on the chin and move on. And the more you love yourself, the more you value yourself, the quicker that, you know, that transpires, the quicker that change happens, and the quicker you move on to your next person. So this is all about you learning what you are, what's your love language, what, you know, where do you stand in relationships, what do you bring to the table in relationships, how quickly, look, separation, how well do you do with separation. Some of this is about people that have this codependency to have their partners around them all the time, and they can't let them breathe, and they've got to be around them. And also, you know, how, you know, well do you deal with things like ghosting and people, you know, having a separate life to you and going off and doing other things, because that's all part of you feeling stable when they're not around. You've got to feel stable when they're not around. And if you feel stable in yourself and you love yourself enough, then you will, you know, find that peace and that stability. Expectations. What are your expectations? Are they too low? Are they too high? These are all the things that you're going to be thinking about, and you've been thinking about it for a while, or you are going to be thinking about it for a while. We get the infinity and we get the choices, okay? This is going to transform your situation. And I want to say, especially in friendships and love relationships, because we get the friendship card here as well, okay? I do think that you are going to be making some massive changes on the way you see yourself, bringing you differently into a relationship going forward, okay? And who you choose and where you go with it, and knowing exactly what you want, what you need, and what you're going to put up with. And also so that somebody else can have that as well. When you have a clear understanding of yourself, only then can someone else have a clear and honest understanding about you. Okay, if you don't know yourself, you don't really know what you want, or you think you know what you want, how the hell is anybody else going to know you, understand you, know what you want, know what you need, know how to, you know, present themselves when they're coming forward for you, etc., etc. So this is a lovely reading, because you are going to spend some time looking at yourself and how you can make yourself stable enough to bring in that stable relationship, and for somebody else to be able to be stable around you, because obviously if you're stable, then the relationship you bring in, the person that you bring in, will be stable. So there is your message for today, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a lovely start to your weekend. I will speak to you all tomorrow. Goodbye.